Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever spent weeks trying to create a marketing strategy only to feel overwhelmed and give up? Or worse, spent thousands on campaigns that didn't deliver results? Well, what if I told you that one of our clients increased their leads by 43% after implementing the exact strategy I'm about to show you? And they built it in just one day. Today, I'm going to show you how to build a solid inbound marketing strategy in just 24 hours. Yes, in just one day. Yes, you've heard right. We'll break it down into manageable steps, and by the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to attract and convert your ideal customer. And don't forget, I've created a 43-page workbook for you to download that includes templates, worksheets, and examples to help you implement everything we've discussed today. My name is Tonie Konig. I own Konig Digital, my digital marketing agency for the past 18 years. And over this time, we have literally built thousands of inbound marketing campaigns for clients just like you across the world. What I'm sharing here is a combination of my experience and what works right now. First, let's talk goals. This is where most people go wrong. They skip this crucial step and wonder why their marketing isn't working. You need to know where you're going. Start by setting SMART goals. Do you want to increase website traffic, generate leads, or boost sales? Be specific. For example, instead of saying more leads, say 50 demo requests per month from our landing page by Q2. In your workbook, we will give you a list or a breakdown of the SMART goals and a template that you can actually work through all of these goals, and you can define your top 3 marketing objectives. One of our SaaS clients initially told us they wanted more website visitors. We helped them reframe that to 2,000 monthly visitors from our targeted industry with a 3% conversion rate to free trials. That clarity made all the difference in the campaign success. The biggest mistake I see here is setting goals that aren't tied to business outcomes. More traffic is meaningless if it doesn't lead to more revenue. So ask yourself, how will this goal impact your bottom line? And also, will where I'm sending them convert? Because that's one thing that too many people do not pay attention on, is the conversion of the traffic. That conversion is critical, and that conversion is what helps you do more business. Next, who are you trying to reach? This is critical because inbound marketing only works when you're speaking directly to your ideal customer. Look back at your database, draw a profile of what your customers look like, and then create a buyer's persona from your customer, your most lucrative customer. So things that you can consider: what are the demographics, pain points, and buying behaviors? Here's a real example. When working with a B2B software company, we discovered that their primary buyer wasn't the CFO as they thought, but actually the operations manager, who had the biggest pain point their software solved. Analyze your existing customer data or talk to your sales team. What patterns do you notice about your best customers? In the workbook, you'll find a buyer's persona template that will help you map out exactly who you're targeting. So, what about your business? Who is your ideal customer? Take a moment to picture them. What keeps them up at night? What would make their jobs easier? Many businesses try to target everyone and end up connecting with no one. It's better to be specific and deeply resonate with a smaller audience than to be generic and forgettable to a larger one. Now let's dive deep into their challenges. This is where the gold is. Where are they hanging out online? Reddit, LinkedIn, industry forums. What questions are they asking? What problems are they trying to solve? So let me show you a quick research method. Let's look at Quora for our software company example. Let me just share my screen here and I will show you. Okay, so this is Quora, Quora.com. And now we're going to ask it what says or say plumbers looking for. Okay, so and here you're going to get all kinds of results what plumbers are looking for. You know, what says are dentists looking for. And what does people look for in choosing a dentist? Is anyone looking for a dentist? What does a SaaS proposal for enterprise client looks like? So here on this kind of thing or this kind of place, you have all kinds of questions being asked about, or your ideal customer asking to have their problem solved. And focusing on solving your customer's problem is the best thing to actually get you to the next sale. Okay, so there we have like an example. So browse forums, social media, and industry websites, identify common pain points and content preferences. In our workbook, there's a pain point matrix to help you organize these insights by priority and frequency. A manufacturing client of ours discovered through this research that their audience wasn't primarily concerned about price, as they had assumed, but about implementation time. This completely changed their messaging strategy. So don't just assume you know what your audience cares about. Even if you've been in the industry for years, opinions and priorities shift. Always validate your assumptions with accurate research. Now it's time to plan your content. This is where your inbound strategy really comes to life. Create a content calendar that aligns with your goals and audience needs. According to our data, businesses that publish consistently see 3 times more engagement than those who post sporadically. Focus on high-performing formats like blog posts, ebooks, or webinars. A quick tip here, for every piece of hero content like an ebook, plan 5 to 7 supporting pieces like blog posts or social media content to maximize its reach. In the workbook, you'll find a 3-month content calendar template that you can fill out as we go. So next, let's look at a quick example. If you identified that your audience struggles with implementing new software, you might create a blog post on 5 signs your implementation will fail, or a checklist for software implementation success, a case study of successful implementation, a comparison guide of implementation methods. Remember to do quick keyword research using tools like Google's Keyword Planner or even just Google's autocomplete feature to find relevant search terms. Common mistakes people make is that many businesses create content they think is interesting rather than what their audience is actually searching for. Always start with the audience questions and pain points, then create content that answer them. This is a big thing, and I often tell my clients is you must remember you're not creating this for you, you're creating this for your client. So always keep that persona, that client in mind when you putting your message out there. Then the next step are the landing pages, the CTAs, and because so many businesses don't use this, they don't have a landing page and a call to action where they're actually collecting, their people's email addresses, building the database, and giving them some kind of PDF of information in return for that. So this is where the magic happens. Build landing pages optimized for conversion. Use clear headlines, compelling visuals, and concise messaging. Our data shows that landing pages with a single focus convert 266% better than pages with multiple offers. Create strong CTAs that lead visitors to premium content like white papers or demo requests. So, what makes a good CTA? It should be action-oriented. Download now versus download. Create urgency, limited time. Communicate value, grow your business. Okay, so if you look in the workbook, you will find a landing page template and a click to action swipe file with proven phrases that convert. Here's a quick example. We helped a financial services client increase the conversion rate from 2.3% to 6.8% simply by changing their CTA from submit to get my free financial review and adding a simple testimonial next to the form. The biggest mistake I see with landing pages, is asking for too much information too soon. Start with a name and email, then gather more information as you build trust. Next step here, email nurturing is essential for moving leads through the funnel. Without it, you're leaving money on the table. According to our data, nurtured leads make 47% larger purchases than non-nurtured leads. Segment your email list based on your buyer's persona and create personalized campaigns. Here's a simple nurturing sequence you can set up today. Email 1, deliver the promised content. Email 2, 2 days later, share a related resource. Email 3, 4 days later, share a case study or success story. Email 4, 7 days later, offer a low pressure consultation. So delivered email 1, just to clarify that, deliver the promised content, that is your product. Give them information about your product, your offer. That's your first email. Okay, so in the work page, you'll find some templates as well for each stage of the buyer's journey, plus subject line formulas that get high open rates. A retail client of ours implemented the exact sequence and saw 28% increase in the email conversion rate within just 30 days. Now, common mistakes are many businesses send the same emails to everyone or jump straight to the hard sell. Remember, nurturing is about building relationships, provide value first, then ask for sales when the time is right. Okay, now we get to sales and marketing alignment, which is crucial but often overlooked. When these teams work together, conversion rate increases by an average of 38%. Start by having a joint meeting to agree on what qualifies as a marketing qualified lead, MQL. When a lead should be handed over off to sales, what information sales need to close deals effectively. Integrate your CRM tools and track lead behavior and provide actionable insights for the sales team. In your workbook, you'll find a sales and marketing SLA template to help formalize this agreement. For example, a manufacturing client of ours was struggling with lead quality. By implementing a lead scoring system where prospects who downloaded certain resources or visited specific pages received higher scores, they were able to prioritize the most promising leads and increase their close rate by 23%. The biggest mistake here is not closing the feedback loop. Your sales team should regularly share what's working and what's not, so marketing can adjust their strategy accordingly. And then finally, analyze your results. This is what separates good marketers from great ones. Use analytic tools to measure performance against your KPIs. Track metrics like click-through rates, lead acquisition cost, and conversion rates. Set up a simple dashboard that you review weekly to spot trends and opportunities. In the workbook, you'll find a marketing metrics dashboard template that you can customize for your business. So let me share a quick case study. A SaaS client of ours was getting plenty of traffic, but few conversions. By analyzing the data, we discovered that visitors from LinkedIn were converting at 4 times the rate of other sources. So we reallocated their budget to focus more on LinkedIn, and the lead volume doubled within 60 days. So important, don't just collect data, act on it. Schedule a monthly strategy review to implement what you're learning and continuously improve your results. And here we have it, a complete inbound marketing strategy in just 24 hours. Remember, this is a starting point. Your strategy will evolve as you gather more data and insights. So to recap, here are the 8 steps we covered. Define SMART goals. 2, identify your target audience. 3, research pain points and questions. Number 4, create a content plan. Number 5, design landing pages and CTAs. Number 6, set up email nurturing. Number 7, align sales and marketing. And number 8, analyze and adjust. So your first action step should be downloading the workbook and completing the SMART goals section today. This will give you the foundation for everything else. Don't forget to download the workbook in the description below. It contains all the templates, worksheets, and examples you need to implement the strategy. So great. Thanks for sticking around. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for more marketing tips. And drop a comment below letting me know which of these steps you're going to implement first. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.